So, population, council. Leader Montserrat murdered. The Syndicate's glorious leader from the Syndicate with his mentor, Ezekiel? Ezekiel. Montserrat became the leader of Syndicate when he killed the mad leader Ezekiel and saved Syndicate from darkness. The victim of last night's council murder.
100% would have said Ezekiel.
That's Gabriella Devotion murdered. Hailing from North Africa, High Priestess Gabrielle Devotion is seen as a mediator between the Syndicate and the gods. Only certified priests are allowed to communicate with the gods, since communicating with astral deities opens passages in space which demons can pass through. Murdered last night. Pandora 2 murdered. Establishes the Dead Nebula's company early in Syndicate's. Pandora 2 established the Dead Nebula Company early in the Syndicate and became the only goods manufacturer on the islands. In conjunction with Masahiro Heavy Industries, she established the deep factories in the sprawling caverns underneath the island. Victim of last night's murder. Kafka Memory was a founding member of the Syndicate and conceived the plan to mass abduct citizens from the real world and bring them to the island, forcing them to worship the gods. A cold-hearted man that grew increasingly introverted over the millennia. What?
Jesus!
So this isn't real, but people live here.
It's like its own plane of existence or something.
So this is
sometimes real people end up here whether they want to or not.
yes.
Oh my god.
This is a pocket dimension. Lunatic Pope, second in command to Gabriella, and handles most of the day-to-day running of the religious aspects of the Syndicate. Born on the Fifth Island and advanced into the Council through selfless devotion and a brain for interpreting bureaucratic aspects of the God's dogma. Fine Stranger, a mystery to almost all of the Syndicate and Council. It is unknown where he came from. Responsible for reading tomes during Council meeting. Leon Disaster. Early in the Syndicate, the need for a currency arose. Disaster found a way to harden blood into crystals. It was decided that only his blood would be used so as to not flood the market.
Oh.
Oh, these blood crystals are Leon Disaster's blood.
Very specifically.
Macon origin. Macon took over Masahiro Heavy Industries when Masahiro himself was murdered by the mad leader Ezekiel. Since then, Macon has used her flair for industrial design to grow MHI and adapt to the changing needs of the Syndicate. She's responsible for the maintenance of the Syndicate's power structure and reality folding drive. Murdered.
No, the power structure is the reality folding drive. There's no and.
Responsible for the maintenance of the Syndicate's power structure. The reality
Power
folding
source.
drive. Okay,
I
yeah.
can't read either.
Gotcha. Not structure, source.
Go
Gotcha.
great.
Aiz Kawami. Born in a remote area of India and came to the Syndicate during the Great Betrayal. After saving Doom Jazz from torture, two chased after the newly formed Syndicate as they made their way through Mesopotamia. Aiz Kawami took his own life several years ago. It is unknown why.
Wow. So he's a dead council member unrelated to the current murders.
As far as we know, yes.
Fair.
Lady Love dies. Born at the Longest Tower, Britain, in AD 1000, under the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon. Syndicate's lead investigator after the Damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Psych unit was shut down, and Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Lands as punishment. Grand Marshal Akiko 14, born in Mihai, Romania, in AD 991 under the sign of New Knight. Grand Marshal of the Syndicate's God Justice Marshals. Carmelina Silence, born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th island sequence under the sign of Blood Dancer, architect for the island's sequences. She is currently in charge, as appointed by Judge. Crimson Acid. Born in the Hospital of Our Martyred Goat, England, in 80,002 under the sign of Endless Moon. Syndicate's idol turned secrets broker. Dr. Doomjazz. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland, AD 988 under the sign of the Cosmic Deceit. Syndicate's doctor. Lydia Daybreak, born in Moana Falls, Kenya, in AD 1001 under the sign of the Beautiful Scepter. Syndicate's fairy woman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. Sam Daybreak, born in the Shadow of the Dragon in Turkey, in AD 999 under the sign of Shadow Zero, barmaster at Bar Knife Through the Heart. These location names are fucking wild. Witness to the End, born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran, in AD 981 under the sign of Destroyed Eden, overseer of the End of the Islands. Green Knight, born in the Marble Chambers on Island Sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose, secretary to the architect Carmelina, and the fairy woman's handler.
He's a handler?
Yes.
Alright.
Isaiah Bullitt, procedures, connections, procures, conditions, and distributes citizens on the island. Previously married to Lady Love Dies, moved to Island 25 before the murder.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This is a bad guy. He's the one who's taking people from the real world and shoving them into...
In charge of actually doing the abductions.
Yes. Nicolina Rose works under Endora 2 to manage the Dead Nebula operations. Responsible for negotiating the Crimson Acid collaborations. Moved to Island 25 before the murder. Jaheim Fortune maintains the Syndicate graveyard on the top of the mountain, responsible for all funeral rites conducted for Syndicate members. 25 before the murder. Madam Complex.
All rights for the council, I guess.
Yeah. Responsible for maintaining the gardens around the island. Also performs the duty of the opening of a door at the end of the year. Moved to Island 25. Balthazar Tears, lead engineer of Masahiro Heavy Industries, working under Macan Origin. Responsible for the Godbuster nuclear weapons. Moved to 25. Grace Bloodlines, responsible for conducting and overseeing the exorcising of demons that possess island inhabitants. Murdered by Henry Division 10 years ago. Oh.
Ah. So there's currently nobody stopping demons around. Not that she was doing a great job.
No, apparently not.
He was possessed by a demon and then fucking killed her.
Yeah.
So there's that.
That's a 10-year setup to this, though. AHX, craftsman that procures items of exquisite workmanship, often tasked with crafting ceremonial items, responsible for creating one of the holy seals. Missing, hasn't been heard or seen from in a number of days. Henry Division, citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown, possessed by a demon 10 years ago, currently incarcerated in the Desolation Cell, accessible from the South Beach. Possessed by a demon 10 years ago matches up with when Grace Bloodlines was murdered.
Yeah, so he gets possessed by a demon and then kills her, right? Was that not the...
Yeah. He gets possessed by a demon, kills the demon exorcist. And I guess has been biding his time to murder the council. Preparation for the next island?
Well, he was in prison. So I don't know if it was biding his time or doing his time.
Oh, right.
But now he's back.
Citizens. 3,106 worshippers and workers, victims of mass abductions, brought to the island and forced to worship the gods. The psychic energy created by their worship is channeled by the Syndicate priests to feed the gods. Citizens are the lowest class of island inhabitants, spending their lives in worship and working in the deep factory and farm. History. So much history.
Look at it all!
Man's prehistory. The gods came to Earth, gift man technology, The world becomes embroiled in a millennia-long war. The gods are betrayed by their enslaved armies and are killed, imprisoned, driven from the earth. The Syndicate is formed by the worshippers of the gods. The imprisoned god, Silent Goat, learns of the Syndicate and psychically gifts them his powers. The Syndicate uses powers to create the Paradise Island sequences, the reality-folding drive to fuel them. Paradise Island 13. Lady Love dies, is seduced by the god Damned Harmony, exiled to the island land. Paradise Island sequence 24, current island. 964 years ago, Paradise Island sequence 24 is born. So we are, at minimum, 964 years old. Probably at least 10 times that. Since our oldest known plot point is us being seduced by Damned Harmony. Like 9 sequences ago.
This is
a lot.
This is a lot. What are we?
Immortal?
Probably.
How long is 3 million days?
Alright, hang on.
Hey Siri, how long... shit.
Well, you don't age on the astral plane, right? That's like...
Guess so. 3 million days to years.
8,219.
I found someone.
Yeah, 8,000 years. Okay.
Wow.
Thankfully, there's not 8,000 years of history and story notes.
God.
Fuck.
Thank God. 10 years ago, demonic corruption incident. Henry Division illegally communicates with the gods and is possessed by a demon of unknown origin. Henry murders his mother, and during his arrest, he also kills Syndicate's exorcist Grace bloodlines. Demonic corruption taints the island. Paradise Island 24 is condemned. Preparations are made for the birth of Paradise Island Sequence 25, nicknamed Perfect 25. One day ago, preparations for Perfect 25 have been completed. The Syndicate's council retired to the penthouse to meditate and birth the next island. So it takes 10 years to set up a new sequence.
I mean, the island was going pretty well for 954 years.
Guess so. Last night, Henry escapes from an isolation cell. The counselor murdered. Henry's found outside the council building. Informed witness that Henry has been found. First seal guards are murdered. Confirms witness the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. Doom's control. Doom Jazz arrives to examine Henry and confirms blood in his stomach is that of council members. Idiot meets. He's held in the courtroom. There's Carmelina. 3 hours later, judge decrees we're coming back. Okay. God, it's a lot.
There's so many words.
Oh, it's today again. Spent so long reading it today. Goddess Blood Dancer. She's gifted technology to many races and is an astral engineer without equal. She has no interest in ethics, and her experiments have caused genocides across entire planets.
This is awful.
Very. What is happening? Where are we?
You're being pinged? Map. I think what you're looking for is map if you're going.
There we are.
Where are we?
Syndicate HQ. Let's go council building then. Power that broadcasts music to the speakers of the island. There's a tape in here.
New music file that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You whispered goodbye to me as you left for the moon. You sent me music you wrote while staring at Earth. This is it.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Elevator.
Those hands on the... What?
I don't know.
All hearts. Oh, wow. Okay, we're...
We sure are elevators. What am I looking at?
No, but I think I see an item.
Collectible.
Can you throw yourself off and go grab it?
Not from here.
Oi!
Oh, no. I'm back. So what do you mean not from here?
Well,
No,
like,
there was no fall damage.
Why?
Oh, no.
you don't have a lot of like lateral force, so you need to find to go above there.
I don't know where here is. Fact that says the blue goat brings fruit.
What?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. The music so far has very much made me think of Sonic Adventure 1. It's very like we're downtown waiting for the metro.
Okay, there's...
For some reason, the saxophonist is going fucking ham.
Yeah, very much so. Map. Where are the domes? The domes are there. There's a mountain there. I think that way's north. So that is... That's the pyramid, home of a god. That way's north. Right?
I'd be between the two structures, because that one's like northeast.
Okay, that's north.
Weakened directions.
That's Syndicate HQ. Gotta go that way.
Was... Oh boy. Ah. Oh dear. This is the Paradise Killer, the investigation thriller.
What are you doing, Shinji?
I'm in a bop. Just rhyming, flowing, spitting fire off the top. Can you give me some space? I'm working on something here. Oh my god!
Oh, he's gone. Alrighty.
Item.
Pick up. Blue
That's the
crest
blue goat.
obtained. Blue crest. Looks like it will fit into something. Cool.
Get back in that elevator again.
Why?
Oh, there's another item there.
Chris. Oh, I got another jump.
You can jump in midair. How did you? It
I don't
looked
know.
like you suddenly gained height.
I did. Oh, back in the elevator.
Yay, items.
Red crest
Oh,
obtained.
no.
Found in the Syndicate HQ. It looks like it'll fit into something.
If you go back up to the statue that was at the top, that it said blue fruit something something, is that where you can use the blue crest?
I don't know. We'll have to see. Talk to Shinji first, though.
Shinji.
I'm sorry. What's up with the birds on this island?
The island is waiting to die. Our reality is broken.
And that makes the bird slide backwards? That's messed up. Can't say I'm a fan.
Fan of what?
This whole pocket of reality you got going on.
Thanks for your input.
Always a pleasure. Okay, bye.
Alrighty.
That voice actually fits a lot better than I thought it would.
It reminds me of like the raccoon from the Donut King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That is the voice I gave him.
Hello. Marshal Guard.
Halt.
What do you want, freak?
What do you want, freak?
I'm in. See Carmelina.
Is she expecting you?
Got it.
I hope so. You should know the investigator is here on the island.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14 already has the suspect in custody. The crime is solved.
Let's not do this. Just take me to see Carmelina.
Fuck you, I'm doing this. Whatever, freak. She waits in the throne room.
Why are you
Oh.
a freak?
Okay. I don't know.
Lady Love dies.
Architect Carmelina.
Science. Architect of the island sequences.
You are not audible right now.
Maybe you should read them.
Okay.
Things.
Carmelina Silence, architect of the island sequences. Born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the fourth island sequence under the sign of the Blood Dancer. Parents were skilled island architects and taught her how to weave psychic to will into a structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. Romeo's silence was seduced by the god Cosmic Deceit and committed treason against the Syndicate. As part of his punishment, no member of the Silence family would ever be allowed into the council. On the council. Her mother was killed fighting to protect the council during the demonic invasion of the 9th island sequence.
Exile wasn't permanent for the investigation freak or her little computer.
If the Syndicate needs me, I answer.
This is the worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council have been taken from us. Losing Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss all of us in the Syndicate will struggle to overcome.
Oh, look, there's a dog. Sorry, I just noticed the dog.
Woof.
Snide or anger? Snide. Worked out okay for you. You got the throne.
A temporary measure ordered by your new master. A new council will be assembled on the next island.
Why did Judge choose you to assume the role of leader?
Temporary leader, don't forget that. The law still stands. I'm a servant, not a leader. The sins of my father still bind me.
That's why I don't get it. Your father's punishment still stands. You shouldn't be on the throne.
You're out of the loop. The next island will be perfect, and I'm the architect. I will see us to the new island, and then step aside.
Any guarantee of that?
Law is law. The leader cannot overturn it without unanimous council backing. The marshals work for the council, not the leader. They will ensure the law is carried out. I am an artiste, a craftswoman. I have no desire to manage and administrate. These concrete halls are vessels for bureaucracy, not art. I hope you can close this incident quickly. This island wants to die. Perfect 25 is coming. Murderer is in custody.
Dog is mad.
Okay,
One sec.
oh no. Come on.
Differential.
It's been 2. What do we do now?
Oh no.
Fucking panic.
I guess we die.
Anywho, is your day been all right?
It's been all right. I had family swing by, dropped off a spare electric scooter they had.
Sorry, a spare electrocutor?
Electric scooter.
Oh, I'm like, why are they dropping off torture devices? What?
Not quite torture devices.
No,
But
okay.
yeah, I got a nifty new way to get around.
Nice.
Yeah, it can fucking book it.
Oh, yeah?
Those things are fast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Watch your speed.
I'll certainly try.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
I'm ready.
Welcome back.
Your seconds are long.
You got a long second, man.
I'm sorry.
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I
Is this a
know.
fact or a
Alleged
theory?
murderer.
Do not ignore the evidence to find a truth that isn't there.
I'm here to hunt the truths that haunt this island, no matter which truths you may cling to.
Believe what you want. Investigator, can I help you with anything?
Oh, okay. Case files, hangout, goodbye.
You can hang out with people. Friggin' Danganronpa style. Actually,
Okay.
more better than that because you don't have to worry about the time in advance.
Ah, excellent. What's your alibi? Question. Libby, where were you last night?
Visiting witness. His role is to oversee the end of an island. Moments are best enjoyed with an old friend.
Do you often visit witness?
Not in recent times. Our paths diverged.
Press suspicious. These are the same thing.
Are you gonna question her on the fact that she was with somebody so that she was making herself an alibi on purpose? Or are you going to press more about the details about last night?
All right, what happened last night? Then why last night?
For so long, he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed, and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more endings to watch.
We have achieved perfection.
I wanted to say goodbye to old art.
What time did you arrive?
About 9 p.m. Logs on his apartment should be able to confirm that.
Oh, new logs.
Oh,
Carmelina testimony. Carmelina went to visit witness in his apartment. Stayed until they were summoned by judge for a crisis meeting. She said she arrived there about 9. Make sure to check them.
I'll save you a question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for a crisis meeting sometime after midnight.
all right.
Okay. Case files. Welcome. Case file work has not been carried out in 3,004,769 days. Please review the following information. All obtained evidence is stored in Starlight case files are opened automatically as you find evidence. But it will link each piece of evidence. Okay, so it points to shit for me. Starlight is limited to tracking and categorization. Investigator must use their intuition and reasoning to define the truths. Since this is the first piece of evidence you acquire, Starlight will now display the evidence, how the evidence is categorized. The only time this flow will be displayed. If you wish to see this flow every time you acquire evidence, please enable the evidence flow in the options.
Wow.
Okay.
This is in depth.
I would say it's maybe as long as a Danganronpa game because it has about the same amount of characters, but it's just one like case as opposed to
As opposed to
Danganronpa's,
several.
multiple murderers throughout the game.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you know about KHX's appearance?
It's a mystery. I do hope nothing bad has happened to him. We always enjoyed talking.
When did you see him last?
A couple of weeks ago, my schedule became hectic as we closed down the island.
Just to investigate. What was your last night? Architect, what do you know of the crime last night?
Only what we were told by the Grand Marshal in the crisis meeting. Henry broke free, murdered the council.
What the hell?
Why would a citizen have enough motive and the ability to kill the council, breaching all of the holy seals?
That's not for me to question. I'm surprised there's any question at all.
Do you believe he did it?
Of course. But so should you. You're a disgrace. Finish this quickly and maybe the next council will look favorably on you.
Okay, sure.
Crime cannot hide.
Can you think of anyone that would want to strike out against the council?
Asking such a thing is dreadful, investigator. The prime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed. All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't think of anyone that would want to commit a crime like this.
Investigate your motives. Shocked, no suspicions.
I think it's kind of weird that it's just there it is. All right, we're done. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't think investigate's gonna be too terribly helpful. Yeah, she would have a motive, but if what she's saying is true, and you need a council vote to overturn the sentence on her family. But most of this is only temporary power that she's got. But don't think she would have too much murder, just a motive to murder the council.
And I feel like if we go with the shocked one, she might be like, oh, well, David over there was kind of a dick last night. He'd be like, oh, well, that's something.
Yeah.
But she might say something in passing.
You have no reason to suspect anyone in the syndicate at all.
would I? Perfect 25 is coming, and we're on the verge of a new era.
Okay.
The future was bright for the Syndicate, or last night.
Exit. Back. I don't want to hang out with you. May the silent goat walk with you. What a parting phrase.
Jeez.
And may you reach the moon.
That's no better. Hope they get spooked by a goat and land on the moon. Fucking bye.
It's like a memorial.
Either
Oh, he's dead.
Montserrat. May the silent goat always walk with you. Last time I saw Montserrat was when I was exiled 3 million days ago. Oh, okay. We're going to flashback mode.
The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the Syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned harmony. The god used you to enact a plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. I cannot believe you, of all people, let this happen. It breaks my heart. You served us so well, and for so long. Do you have anything to say?
Snide protest.
Doesn't matter. You all have decided this is just gonna happen.
I don't think anything I say will matter.
You're unrepentant. That was a word.
Just realistic. You're not interested in circumstances so long as you get your theatrics.
You were the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. You were supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You will be sent to the Idle Lands for the rest of your eternal life.
So is everyone here immortal? I think that's the case.
Apparently.
Or functionally immortal. People can still be murdered.
Yeah. Let's go with functionally immortal.
The Paradise Psycho Unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Love Dies. We will never meet again.